Good evening, everyone. Recorded by Richter, back with a brand new segment. This is another film review, and this is for an independent film that I went and saw recently by myself on a whim called Tornado. Now, Tornado is a bit of a chase thriller that also doubles down as a samurai film. It is a movie that was made by film director John Maclean, and it stars Japanese actor Kôki, Jack Lowden, and Tim Roth. Now, Tim Roth might be the only name that you recognize here. Tim Roth is the reason why it caught my attention in the first place. I've been a giant fan of Tim Roth for a very long time. If you're unfamiliar, Tim Roth was in Quentin Tarantino's Reservoir Dogs as Mr. Orange, and he also is in Pulp Fiction. He's the one in the beginning of the film holding up the diner. He was also in The Hateful Eight by Quentin. Those are the three that Quentin Tarantino films he's been in. But aside from that, he's been in tons of other stuff. John Maclean, like I mentioned, the director, he is most known for a film in 2015 starring Michael Fassbender called Slow West. But he's mostly in the independent space, which is something that I really like, and something that I loved about this movie is it proves to me that you don't need a big budget to make good film. I would probably guess that the largest part of this budget probably went to paying the actors. There wasn't much to the filming, and there was still beautiful cinematography. It was great. The movie was a period piece that followed kind of old settlers' times, and Kôki, her and her father were in a traveling show, basically. They did a samurai puppet show, but her father was an actual samurai as well and would always train her during the day before they would put on their puppet shows, and that's kind of how they earned their money. Well, I'm not going to explain what happened, but it turns into a bit of a chase from these settler people that are played by Tim Roth, that are kind of these criminals looking to rob and steal from people. And I just thought that it was just led by great acting and just entertainment. Like, it was just this chase, and there wasn't much dialogue. I love films like that don't have to rely on tons of talking, and it's just mostly driven by what you're seeing, I just think that was so awesome and a great decision. There was a lot, I was a big fan of the show Breaking Bad when it was on, and there was a lot of episodes that I felt like that were driven in that same way by awesome camera work, great acting, and not much dialogue being discussed or going on around it, which is awesome. So I highly recommend Tornado if you get a chance to go see it. It said it had its world premiere at the Glasgow Film Festival on February 26th of 2025, and then was released in the UK and the US after that. Aside from that, the only other actor that I recognized in the whole thing was Rory McCann, which, if you're unfamiliar with Rory McCann, he plays the Hound on Game of Thrones. He was in the movie a little bit too. So those were the actors that I recognized out of the film. I don't think I've seen Slow West, which was the other film by John Maclean, so I think I'm gonna have to go check that one out next. So I have some homework to do because I love Michael Fassbender. Michael Fassbender is one of my favorite actors of all time, so I want to see everything that he's in. So I think that's maybe what I'll do if I get through some of this editing stuff that I wanted to work on today. So with that, I will leave you guys, and I will be back to discuss more music, books, and film. So that's what I got for you. Peace.